appreciate it. That's funny.
He's gonna be working for the PWHL soon.
Yeah. Well, I thought he was supposed to be the team guy. I'll do it for free.
And now the starting lineup for the Durham Lightning. Starting out left wing, number 18, handball. Starting at center, number 71, Brittany Martel. Starting at right wing, number 17, Alexander Dunn. Starting at left wing, number 20, Kobe Watson. Starting at right wing, number 22, Rita Teal. And in net, number 1, Rita Lee.
All right, everybody, here we go. Semi-final game. Your EO Stars versus the Durham Lightning. You may have heard the shoddy announcing as it echoed through the building, but our starting lineup is Mia at center with Aiden and Haley. We got Melina and Grace on the back end and Annabelle between the pipes. Stars with the face-off to Melina. Melina up to the blue line, goes cross ice, finds Haley. Shot right on, save, rebound. And Mia goes for a pick, but great start. Put the pressure on right away. Mia pulls it back. Aiden comes, throws it to the D. Held in by Melina. Oh, poked away from Melina. Now it's a breakaway early, one-on-one with Annabelle. Annabelle. Oh, and the shot goes just wide. That puck flips up high over Grace. Gets it. Haley has it knocked off her stick. Make sure these pucks get out here because Durham will make you pay if you turn it over in the defensive zone. Now Aiden streaking up the boards. Cutting towards the middle. Drops it for Haley. Haley has it swept off her stick. Durham looking to come back the other way. Durham up the near side boards. In over the blue line. Pushed down by Haley into the corner. Ava gets a piece of it. Can't steal it. Now she does. Ava up for Dylan. Dylan backhand off a skate again. Got to get them out of the zone, girls. Take the extra stride if you have to. Cross the blue line first. And Dylan in a battle. Digging for the puck along the boards. Ava comes and helps out. Puts it back for Dylan. Dylan tries to chip it through. Gets it out at least. Not a great start, but we're looking a little flat this shift. Hopefully we can turn that around quickly. As the puck goes in deep to the Durham zone. Behind the net. And putting pressure. Breaking out up the middle. Oh, Becca just overskated that opportunity. Now Layla chasing back to the corner. She gets it D to D for Melina. Melina up for Becca. Quickly up to Jad. That's a little better. Nice clean breakout. Jad, long shot on net. And the Durham keeper's going to hold on. Becca on the draw. Jad comes to poke it back for the D. Ava cross for Caitlin, but that's almost picked off as it hops over Caitlin's stick. Durham throws it down to the Stars zone, picked up by Ava. Ava, she'll rim that around the boards. No Stars there. Now Durham controlling behind the net. Down low. Knocked away by Becca to Ava. Up to Neela. Neela quickly up to Jad. Jad over the blue line, cutting towards the middle. Gets free. Shot. Oh, that's a weak one. Flipped off the end of her stick. Neela was taken down as she drove towards the net. And Durham recovers. Well, Mia steps in to put pressure on. Puck comes back for Grace. Grace just dumps it to the corner. Rolling puck for Durham. Oh, come on. Mia comes and bumps with the Durham player was on her back foot and had no balance. It was a little bump and they're calling a body contact penalty here. That's a weak one, but it is what it is. Now we're left short-handed here. As the face-off comes back to the Star zone. Puck comes back to the blue line. Durham getting set up. They'll put it down to the half wall, roll it in behind the net. Trying to control from down low. And they'll circle it all the way back up top. Coming across the ringette line. Shooting lane. Annabelle, blocker save, rolls to the corner. Picked up by Durham again. They're circling into the front once more. Centering pass. That one's knocked down. Comes to the blue line and out. Aiden putting some pressure on. Durham back up the far side boards, in towards the middle. They'll skate it down towards the corner and go in behind the net. Nice play by Annabelle to block that centering pass on her own and sent the length of the ice. They get some fresh PK up front here. As they get it to the blue line, Caitlin turns it over, fires it up high and down the ice. Durham keeper out to play it, leaves it there for the D. Miley putting some pressure on, forcing them back in their own zone. Dylan takes a swipe at it, but now she's beat. Got to get back quick. Here comes Durham through the neutral zone. Long shot, that one's well wide, rolls around the boards. And it comes back out of the zone again. Dylan goes for a stick lift. Miley takes a swipe. Durham player, centering pass. Oh, rebound. Our clearing attempt went right on the stick of the Durham player. Annabelle had to be sharp, and she was. 33 seconds remaining in the kill. Neela to take the face off. She's up front with Caro. Scramble draw in the feet. Durham wins it back. Shot blocked on the way to the net. Grace gets a poke at it, but doesn't get all her paddle on it. Durham controlling down low again. Neela, took a swipe at it. Couldn't get it. Second swipe. Missed it again. Neela still pestering with the stick. But Durham controls as they roll it wide. Curl back up towards the blue line. To the sideboards. They're working an up-top cycle. Now they'll throw it in deep. In the corner. That's off Grace. Had her pocket pick there. Puck rolls back to the corner. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Grace rubs the player out along the boards. Can't find it in her feet. Durham pokes it out, but Caro steals it and lost it in her feet. Down low for centering pass. That's through the blue paint. Becca on the other side. Quickly up for Neela. Neela carrying it over the red line as they go for a line change. She'll dump it in. And Becca and Jad up front putting pressure on. Aiden off the bench. Aiden finding some room. Now she'll take it in. Shot. That's a weak one, but it's right on. Puck's still sitting there. Aiden again. Stearns sweeps. Again right on, but stopped. Now Aiden. Had it poked off of her stick. Jad trying to take it, but able to go D to D, and Durham breaks out. She's looking up the middle. Taken by Ava. Oh, Ava went back D to D, but didn't realize her partner was covered. Better have a shoulder check before we make those blind passes. Nice play by Melina. Separate player from puck. Now Aiden. Cross ice looking for Jad. Durham players the first there as Jad peels off for a line change. Aiden gets a piece of it. Durham recovers, bouncing puck in the neutral zone. Now they carry it up to the blue line. Long shot, kick save Annabelle. Puck comes out to the near side boards. Up to the blue. Blocked by Mia. Mia and Haley. Mia gets it across for Haley. Haley trying to go wide. Centering pass, that's blocked. Rolls around the boards. Ava steps up to keep it in. Rolls to the corner. Ava blocks it again. Ava and Haley playing a little pitch and catch, but rolls to the open corner. Haley waiting to go behind the net. Oh, centering pass was looking for Caro. She was there, but Durham D able to just get a stick on it to the blue line. Held in by Ava, but now it's chopped out. Not quite enough on that one, so Caitlin's got to be back to pick it up. Looking up ice for Caro. These D are trying to telegraph all day long. Nice pickpocket from Dylan. Dylan tries to get it towards the middle of the net. Miley was there, but Dylan was hooked on the play. Now Miley comes in. Rolls it around the boards. Grace chops it down for Dylan. Lost it in her skates. Comes back out. Dylan has to back check. Gets there. Gets a paddle on it. Now Grace takes over. Off the boards. And the penalty box door opened up, so we'll have a whistle for make sure nobody gets hurt. Get the face off in the neutral zone. Pretty much what we expected, a tight back and forth game. As Neela pulls that one out of the feet. Back for Layla, cross for Caitlin. Caitlin looking up, gets out of the reach of Neela's pass, and all the way back down we go. You want to try to limit these icings when possible. Got to make sure these passes are sharp, because the less face-offs in your own zone, the better. Becca wins that one cleanly for Caitlin. Caitlin had it quickly knocked off of her stick though. Falls to her knees. Becca trying to get there. And Caitlin again, but had her stick tied up. Can't seem to fight her stick loose. She's working it with her skates. And Caitlin goes down with the opposing forward. Becca in to help out. They got it pinned along the boards here now. Caitlin tries to get engaged once again. And Durham controls down low. Into the corner. They're circling away from contact. Caitlin takes a swipe at it. Puck's in the feet. They come back the other way. Someone's got to step out and challenge. Shot all the way through. Gets past everybody. Goes wide. Caitlin chasing. Nice play by Caitlin to take that one off, but puts it right back into traffic. Blocked by Durham. Now Durham with a sharp angle shot. Annabelle saved, but rebound dropped right in the blue paint. Jad tries to hammer it out. Can't. Long shot. Annabelle, she'll hold on. Nice stop from Annabelle. Squared up nice. Mia on the draw for Grace. Grace chops it cross ice, looking for Haley. Haley got a piece of it. Puck bounces into the neutral zone. Aiden comes back to take it. She's quick up for Mia. Mia across the blue line, has Aiden streaking on the far side. Doesn't see her. Had that backdoor pass all day long, but Mia just couldn't get her head up on time. Now Aiden to Mia, in front. Mia had her stick lifted in the last second. She is whining to fire. Now back comes Durham, but up steps Haley. Forces them back. Now to the neutral zone. To the blue line. They're cutting towards the middle. That shot blocked. Puck rolls to the corner. Centering pass off of a skate. Again, go far side. That one's well wide. Haley chase it to the boards. And she'll just go cross ice. Looking for a line change, but that's going to catch us here a little bit. Durham on the counter. First shot, Annabelle safe. Can't hold on to it. Puck's loose. Behind the net. Durham in control. Ava with a nice job steals it. Up for Dylan. Dylan goes cross ice for Caro. Right on the tape. Nice saucer pass. Now Caro chasing. Driving towards the net. Miley backing her up. Gets it back from Melina. Melina, long shot. Dylan in front. Chops it down. Miley's there. Backhand. Scores! Miley with the backhand goal off Dylan's deflection. And your EO Stars jump out to the 1-goal lead. Soft draw controlled by Durham. They get to the red line, they dump it in, but knocked down by Melina. She goes off the boards to Mila. Mila, nice cross ice pass for Jad. Jad breaking in, but she's 1-on-4. Jad's shot off a stick high over the net. Mila chasing, Becca coming back. As our D switched up, now here comes Caitlin. Cross ice for Ava. Ava, back for Caitlin. To Mila. comes out to the neutral zone. Becca up for Jad. She backhands it in deep. They'll peel off for a line change. As Aiden comes out to put pressure up front. Durham up the near side boards. Cut towards the middle. Knocked down by Mia. Pushed up by Grace. But Durham recovers at their blue line. Now Haley steps in. Tries to pull it through, but gets past the player with the body, not the puck. Grace across for Melina. Melina up far side looking for Haley. That's a nice pass. Haley coming in on it. Oh, didn't get her stick down fast enough. Took an extra wind up. Probably should have just let a snapshot go there. And the Durham player able to intercept. And here comes Durham on the counterattack, 2-on-2. As they come up to the blue line. Drop back high. Shot. Oh, that one gets through Annabelle. And we have a 1-1 tie. As that puck gets under Annabelle's glove, rolls over the back of her leg and in the net. Miley pulls that one back clean for Caitlin. Caitlin off the boards for Caro. Caro's going to dump it in. Dylan chasing down behind the net. Gets the body in there. Holds the puck up for Miley. Miley has it in her skates. Trying to dig it out. Does. Miley coming around the net. Back to the blue line for Layla. Layla, long shot. That's him down. As Caro tried to tip it, but the Durham keeper able to snap it out of the air with her glove hand. On the draw, Miley gets it over to Dylan. Dylan back down in front for Caro. Oh, tapped it back door, but went just wide. She was wide open on that. Beautiful saucer pass right on her stick. Dylan curling to the middle, gets it for Layla. Layla, long shot, that's knocked down in front. Oh my God, they're calling it on a high stick, and Miley was ready to let one rip. Face-off comes outside due to the high stick by the Stars. Scramble draw, pucks in the feet. Jad goes for it, but Durham looking for that cross-ice pass. They're calling no icing. Come on. How is that not an icing? That's not really a playable puck. Layla looking to get it up, but right back in, off the shin pad into the corner. Layla hits the shin pad again, or skate. Now Becca has her stick lifted. She gets shoulder down in the corner. Sorry about the camera. There's Layla and Becca digging for it. They get it up for Neela. Neela, outlet pass looking for Jad, but that's knocked down at the blue line. And Durham's goes offside. Another line change. 2:16 to go in the first period. 1-1 tie. Mia on the draw, pucks in her feet. Durham comes and steals it first. Ava, nice poke check, separates the puck from player. Gets it up for Haley. Haley up for Mia. Now Haley backing her up. Can't chip it around the defender, right in the skates again. Ava looking for it. Flips it in the air, right to Haley. Haley up for Mia, back to Haley. Now Haley tries to take it wide. Slips it underneath for Haley. Oh, Aiden could have been in, but the Durham D just with a long reach caught a piece of it. Now Aiden steals it. She's in one-on-one. Tries to cuts underneath. Backhand. Nice save. Puck's there. Mia comes in just a bit late. What an opportunity for Aiden. Great save by the Durham keeper as Mia backhands it in. And we got a power play coming up here. Now Caro chasing the puck in deep. Puck comes back from Melina. Cross ice for Layla. Layla puts it towards the net. And Durham finally touches it up. And the Stars will be off to a power play as there was a too many men on the ice penalty. As Durham got caught in a line change. That's a weird one. Too many men on the ice. Unless they interfere with the play. Face-off draw in the feet. Miley has it. Dylan comes in for it. Now Dylan steals it to Caro in front. That goes just wide. Caro in the corner, leaves it there for Dylan behind the net. Dylan reaching, gets it in front for Miley, but that's knocked off of her stick. Dylan circling up top. Cross ice from Melina. That's just under her stick. Melina rolls it down low for Caro. Caro curling out of the corner, looking for Dylan. Dylan knocks that one down. Dylan under pressure. Along the boards, rolls it back down for Caro. Caro lets that one go through for Miley. Miley coming out of the corner, centers it. Caro right on shot. Oh, great save. Caro and Dylan were both in front. Excellent look, excellent opportunity. This line oh so close once again. Now Becca squares up. Puck drops in the feet, rolls to the corner. Neela fights off the check. Neela working for it, gets her body in good position, holds the puck. Now Becca chasing for it, able to hold it in. Becca off the boards for Neela. Neela cutting towards the front of the net, goes down below the goal line, turns in the corner. Up top for Ava, cross for Grace. Grace back up for Ava, across for Neela. Neela shot, that one goes well wide. Out the other side for Grace on the blue line. Grace across for Ava. Ava back up to Grace. Grace holding it. Cross ice pass, that goes right through the paint. Nobody there. Now Becca. Oh, Becca looking for Neela, but that pass was well off. And that'll do it for period number 1. As we'll take a break. Knotted up at 1. right, folks, we are back for the start of period number 2. Stars versus Durham. Stars on a power play for another 39 seconds. 1-1 tie as Grace picks up the puck. She'll crow back. Cross ice for Layla. Layla up for Aiden. Aiden has it poked off her stick at the blue line. We have to regroup. Grace looks for Haley. Tries to pass that underneath to Mia. That's off the skate into the corner. Mia back for Haley. Haley in the corner. No Stars in front of the net. Finally, Mia gets out there, but weak shot. Get those black jerseys in the slot. "15 seconds remain in the power play. Miley set for the draw. Miley over to the boards, but Dylan, stick lift, gets it towards the center for Caro. She throws it back behind the net for Dylan. Dylan chops it over the net, knocked down in front. Miley, shot right on, puck's loose. Caro reaching for it. Durham able to clear it into the sideboards. They throw it up ice, glove down by Ava. Ava across for Caitlin, back to 5-on-5 hockey. Up for Caro. Caro rolls it to the corner, looking for Miley. Miley gets there. Miley back up top to the blue line for Caitlin. Caitlin, long shot. That goes through traffic and wide. Out the other side for Durham. Durham's going to catch us on a bit of a D change here. As they go cross ice, that's just onside. And Annabelle's going to reach out and cover that one up to make sure. Nice quick shifts. We're 1 minute and 3 seconds in, and this is our third look at fresh legs. As that face-off draw goes to the sideboards. Well, Lauren's back in the lineup, so that's good to see. As Melina pokes it up for Neela. Neela off the boards for Jad. Jad coming in on the far side. Tries to cut towards the middle. Puck knocked off her stick. Jad recovers behind the net. For Becca. Becca gets hooked. Puck goes back to the blue line for Layla. Layla, long shot. That's off the shin pad. Coming hard back the other way is Lauren in a race. Has her stick lifted. Tries to play the body. Puck off the side of the net. Becca picks it up but loses control. Durham recovers in the corner. They try to circle back to the net. Goes in behind everybody, but held in at the blue line. Neela reaching for it. Quick shot. That goes through everybody. Back to the top of the blue line on the near side boards. Centering pass. Backhand. Blocker save. Puck's in the feet. Neela tries to skate it out. Her centering pass knocked into skates again. Lauren tries to get it up quick. That's going to go the length of the ice, but right on net. So no icing call. As we get some fresh legs out there. Haley steps up, can't knock that one down. Now Layla reaching for it, gets her body wrapped up, pins the player to the boards. Grace comes over. Mia tries to take a poke at it, gets caught in the ref's skates. Turnover, but Layla able to stop that one. Rolls it back into the corner. Mia running for it. Now Mia's going to get a penalty. He's going to be a little bit more aware. He's not going to elbow up high into the head. That is a penalty. Can't really argue that call. Back on our back heels again as we are shorthanded. Aiden will take the draw. Aiden rolls it back for Caitlin. That's off a stick, but picked up by Ava. Ava will fire that one down the length of the ice. Durham keeper plays it for her D as they hold up behind the net. Fumble it as they're looking for their breakout. Slowly up the ice. That comes all the way down, and that should go for an icing call. Icing!
Come on! Icing!
That puck's blocked at the blue line, but now Haley gets a piece of it, can't get it out. Durham has to wait to get onside again, and they go all the way back to their own blue line. A terrible call from the Lions. That's offside. That's offside. And now we're getting a penalty called against us as Annabelle makes a good save. None of this should have ever happened. We're getting a hooking call, but this play should have been stopped and down the ice 2 minutes ago. Horrible play. Horrible calls. Now we're 5-on-3 for 1:10 as Miley will come out to try to fend this one off. Miley wins that battle. Puck comes back for Melina. She goes high off the glass. That's a high stick. That'll come outside the zone. Puck scramble. It's in Miley's feet. She can't pick it up, and Durham puts it back to their own zone. As they circle up the blue line, they try to go up the far side off a skate into the corner. Melina chasing, has her stick lifted, but she's driven into the boards. Melina recovers, but loses her feet as she dives for it. Here comes Durham off the boards, circling towards the middle. Cutting in, circling the zone around the net again. Nice play by Miley. Quick stick to knock that down, and that'll roll the length of the ice. There's 30 seconds remain in 5-on-3. And Durham trying to go length of the ice here. Looking to set up down low. We're back up top. Long shot. That's off a couple of skates and gets in behind Annabelle. So Durham now out to a 2-1 lead. And they still have 1:06 of power play time here. Becca out for the draw, wins it cleanly back for Ava. Ava in her own zone, up high off the glass, gets that down to the Durham blue line. Shad watching, forces them to circle back. They come up the near side boards. Up to the blue line, and they'll curl back, back down low to the corner. Centering pass, that's almost knocked down. Shad with a nice steal. She's able to clear it down the length of the ice. Durham goalie out to play it, kicks it off the boards. Becca reaching for it, can't steal it. Puck goes into skates. And Durham will take it up the far side. Across the blue line, they'll cut into the corner. Trying to force it back towards the net. Centering pass, Annabelle reaches for it. That was a lucky quick whistle as Annabelle put her glove down, but the puck went right through her. 22 seconds remaining in the second penalty. Face-off, one cleanly by Durham. They get it back to their blue line. They'll skate it down low. Centering pass off the skate, comes right back to the defender. Shot blocked in front, off to the corner. Lauren pokes it out to the side. Lauren recovers again. Mia gets her body in there, can't control the puck. And up for Haley. Haley has it knocked off of her stick. Back to 5-on-5 hockey as Melina plays it one hand to the neutral zone. That goes off Lauren's stick right to Annabelle. Annabelle leaves it there. Lauren around the boards for Aiden. Aiden pulls it towards the center. Aiden with speed. Cuts towards the middle. Drop pass. That was off the mark. And again, another opportunity with no shot on net. And the puck rolls the length of the ice. Durham off on a line change. Layla's got some time. Quick up for Aiden. Aiden, one touch looking for Dylan. And goes under her stick into the offensive zone with Miley chasing. Dylan knocks it down off her skate, but Layla decides to drop back. In comes Durham. Nice poke check for Layla. Dylan picks it up. Or sorry, Carol picks it up, but her and Dylan were both looking at each other. Puck gets sent in. Durham behind their own goal line. Dylan knocks that one down. It's in her skates, can't find it. And Durham back out quick. Ava, get there, circles back behind her net. For Caro. Caro flips it up, looking for Miley, but that's knocked down at the blue line. Another blue line turnover, now Durham on the attack. Gets a shot into the zone. Picked up by Caitlin. Caitlin takes it towards the middle, throws it out to the boards for Dylan. Dylan cutting back towards the center. Her shot in a shin pad. Dylan recovers. Shot again off the crossbar and up into the mesh. Oh, Dylan with a good look in front, but off the post. Crossbar up into the netting. Almost tied that one up, but face off in the offensive zone. Lauren able to chip that one into the corner. Neela chasing. And Durham rolls around the boards. Lauren steps up to hold it in. Lauren, that shot off a shin pad again. Not able to find the lanes today. We're hitting skates and shin pads all over the place. Lauren reaching for it, but just past her grasp. And Melina at the goal line. Had nobody on the boards to pass it to. Now Durham takes over again inside the zone. Puck bounces in the air. Melina knocks it down, but can't corral it. And that's just... Melina was just reaching for the puck, and the Durham player skated over her stick. And we're back to the penalty kill once again. So you got to keep the feet moving, even if you're reaching, but your feet are moving. They'll usually let it go, but as soon as you're gliding and reaching, the call comes. And Grace will hammer it off the boards, but blocked by the defender. Mia gets a piece of it, but can't clear it. At the top of the line. That one's off a shin pad, blocked by Haley. Durham still controlling, up at the blue line. A very organized looking power play here as it goes off the sideboards. Drags it in, shot off the side of the net. Mia hammers that one again off the stanchion and held in at the blue line. Not clearing on these opportunities, and it's killing us here as we're stuck on our heels again. Now Mia gets it, finally clears it down the ice. That's much better. And lots of time here as there's still 1:15 to go in the penalty. And Dylan and Miley trying to hold them in check. Miley reaching for it, just under her stick. Ava steps up to poke it. Puck gets in behind her. Now Miley takes a poke at it, rubs the player into the boards. Caitlin gets the puck, but doesn't get rid of it fast enough. Now it's pulled off of her stick. Out in front, shot right on, rebound. Miley chasing it, uses her body well to pull it in. Now Miley has it. Off the boards, in behind. Oh, almost had Dylan on the stretch pass. And Miley with another good job. Now Dylan into help. Miley and Dylan along the boards. The puck is pinned in the skates. Ava trying to dig it out. That's good stuff for us, just killing clock here. And the puck comes out to Durham. They dump it in. Caitlin chasing. Dylan gets there around the boards off a skate. Now Miley has it. Miley and Dylan. Miley looking for Dylan. That goes in. Scoops off the goalie. Dylan had a poke at it, and the Durham player falls over her own keeper. Dangerous opportunity. Short-handed as they drive towards the net. 9 seconds remaining in the penalty. We got a fresh forward out here with Lauren and Layla on the back end. Back up for the draw with Jad waiting for it. Pucks in Becca's skates, can't find it. Lauren takes a poke at it, swipes it again, knocks it down. Gets it to Becca. Becca to the blue line. Throws it in deep towards the net. Now Jad comes in. Jad off the back of the net. That'll kill the penalty. Back to 5-on-5 hockey as Durham rolls it around the boards. Lauren's going to take a race for it. Holds it in. Now Jad comes, lifts the stick, scoops it up. Oh, but couldn't reach it. He got just too far ahead of her and back behind the net for Durham. Neela with a good effort. Neela pokes it along the boards. Over Jad's stick into the opposite corner. Becca bearing down on it. And they got them penned in here as Neela's going to skate hard to it. Neela gets it in the corner. Behind the net, centering pass off the side of the net. As Jad was taken down in front. Now Becca reaching for it. Puck rolls around the boards. Lauren steps in again, holds it there. Lauren puts it down the corner looking for Becca. Becca and Neela. Neela gets a piece of it. Neela dropping it for Becca. Becca towards the net. That's off a defender's stick into the corner. Far side. Durham tries to scoop it out. Knocked down by Neela again. Excellent work from this line. As we get a shift change. Becca with a pickpocket, but now the puck comes out for Haley. Haley's all by herself. Has to control it down low to the corner. In front looking for... Mia steps in. That shot blocked. And there's a swipe at it. Oh, that'll go for an icing call, but what another great look in front is... Aiden had a swipe at it. Puck bounced over her stick. Comes out for Mia. Mia just barely got the tip of her stick at it. Face-off draw in the feet. Aiden going for it. Puts it behind the net. Durham picks it up, but that's knocked down by Haley. Haley rolls it to the corner. Aiden's got a chase now. As the puck up off the dashers. Layla steps in, but that took a funny hop off the boards. Caught Layla off guard. Now Durham coming back the other way. Nice back check from Layla. As she gets underneath it, knocks the puck off the player's stick, and she'll roll it around the boards the other side. Aiden in the far corner trying to pick a rolling puck off the board. She gets squeezed out. Back it comes for Layla behind the goal. Layla had her stick lifted last second and fans on it third time. Now Durham comes in all alone, but they flick it up high over the net. Now Haley on the near side boards. Headman looking for Aiden. That's under her stick, the length of the ice. That'll be an icing call, but we'll get a fresh 5 out here. In this tightly contested battle, where EO Stars are trailing by 1 with 3:06 remaining in the second period. Riley on the draw. Puck comes back to Durham. Shot blocked. Carroll with a nice block. Puck rolls down to the corner. Ava's fighting for it. Ava gets a piece of it. Flicks it up for Dylan. She tries to knock it down, but can't. Now Dylan blocks it with her pads. She'll try to bulldoze it out of the zone as it's finally comes out, and Durham's offside. Offside! Come on, guys! Brutal linesman. Centering pass again. Now Carroll has to chip it off the boards. Comes back for Caitlin. Caitlin around the boards for Ava. Ava up for Miley. She fanned on that one-touch attempt. The puck goes back to the Durham zone. Now Miley steals it. Knocked off of her stick, and now Dylan coming out of the corner. She backhands right on. Second shot, third shot. Puck's rolling behind the net. Now Neela rolls it back for Lauren. Lauren at the blue line. Puts it across for Ava. Ava back to Lauren. Lauren turn and shoot. Gets it down for Neela. Back for Lauren. Back for Ava. Ava's shot in front. Dylan deflects it, but that goes in the corner. Dylan peels off on the line change. The puck comes back on the stick of the Durham Lightning. Picked off by Jad, but Jad takes it right into Neela's sticks. Finally, they call an offside. Soft draw goes to the Lightning as they dump it in. Lauren quickly across from Melina. Melina up to Jad. Jad in over the red line. 3-on-2 building here. Jad holding, centering, looking for Becca. Puck sitting there. It's in the skates. Puck's still there in the blue paint. Jigging at it, poking it. It comes free. Neela can't get it. Second shot, third shot, and that's jammed against the side of the net. That should be a penalty call. Come on. Neela got steamrollered from behind. Nothing calling. I don't get it. Durham's getting calls, and you want to make them, that's fine, but make them the same both ways. The inconsistency is what ruins the game. Scramble draw, Mia gives it over to Haley, but her shot blocked. Back comes Durham. Durham in at the blue line. He'll take it wide. As Melina chases, knocks it off the stick, separates player from puck. Haley rims it around the boards, but no stars there, as that was Haley's wing. It rolls the other way. Mia in the far corner. She just flips it up high, but that's over the glass and into the bench. So the face-off will be in the Star zone. Dumped out cross ice and thrown right back in. Annabelle out to play it. Leaves it for Grace. Grace right up for Aiden. Aiden's pass, that goes off a stick and she gloves it down, tries to recover. Puck comes to Layla, but they'll call that one on the glove pass. .42 seconds remaining in the period. Stars still trail by 1. Off one cleanly by Miley. Layla comes off the near side boards, but that's off. Blue line turnover. Annabelle with a blocker save up high. Here's the other side of the ice. Durham fires it back in. Layla chasing, rolling puck, tries to backhand it to Dylan. Dylan has to settle it down. She gets rubbed off the puck. Now Grace battling for it. Durham takes over behind the net, looking for the wraparound. Now the puck scrambled there in front, knocked wide. Excellent job by Annabelle to get a piece of it. The Stars are running around in their own zone here. Dylan will pick it up in the corner. He's got some room to skate with it, puts it off the boards and makes sure it gets to the neutral zone in the dying seconds here, and that'll do it for period number 2. And we're back for the third and final frame as Durham puts it up the near side boards. Caitlin puts it to the neutral zone. Mila tries to flick it in, hits a body. Back it comes for Ava. Ava at the blue line, chips it off the boards again, right to the Durham players. They're not looking for connection passes here as Caitlin gets the puck. Can't control it, can't catch up to it. Now it's turned over at the blue line once again. Durham comes in, gets a shot off, it goes wide. The puck to the far side. Ava gets it up for Jad. Jad can't pull it off the boards. Now stolen by Durham. Durham shot. That one's up high on the short side. Now Neela on the breakout. Cross ice for looking for Becca. Goes past her right to Jad. Now picked up. Neela cutting towards the middle. She's all alone. Gets the puck in deep. She should be peeling off for a line change as the rest of her line mates had already gone. Well, Lauren will dump it in, and finally Neela heads to the bench. Puck's in deep. Durham controls. Oh, nice pick off now. Now Mia chops it behind the net looking for Haley, but that's blocked. Haley stops it again. Mia takes a swipe at it. Melina steps up, but the puck gets in behind her, and Lauren back to pick it up with the blue line. Lauren off the boards for Aiden. Aiden cross ice for Mia. Mia tries to drag it towards the middle. Didn't carry any speed. Puck sitting there. draw goes Durham's way. They hammer it around the boards. Layla steps up with the puck chipped up behind her. Now Durham coming in. Nice back check from Miley to force the puck into the corner. Grace picks it up. She'll carry it. As Grace has some room down the middle. Taking it right on. Her shot, that's off a stick and up into the mesh. Oh, face off in the offensive zone. Nice little rush from Grace there. Use a little bit more of that from time to time. She actually put it towards the net, but maybe just hit less bodies in front. Face-off draw, pulled nicely to the side, but Dylan overskates it. Now the puck rolls down in the corner. Durham fires it up off the glass to their winger. Now they're cutting in behind. Nice poke check, turned over to Dylan. Dylan coming in with Miley. Long shot, that's gloved down, bouncing. Miley reaching for it. Miley picks it off. Miley behind the net. Miley throws it in front. Caro, oh! Could have let that go a little quicker, a little harder, but another excellent opportunity, but a missed opportunity. Dylan diving for it, loses her feet. Puck comes out to Durham. They head off for a line change as Durham comes over the blue line. Long shot, Annabelle hangs on. On the draw, nicely done by Jad to come in and take that out of the skates, but couldn't win the wrestling match. Durham throws it through the crease, but high. Comes out to the far side, down to the corner. Picked up by Melina, now Becca, now Melina. And we finally get it out to the neutral zone. Now Melina at the blue line. Goes cross ice, Jad's there. Jad racing in for it. Gets there. Doesn't make a play with it though, and keeps it in her skates, and now she's in a battle. Becca comes to help her out. Centering pass looking for Neela. That's off the defender, side of the net. Now the net's off the moorings. You can see that from here. Off by Mia, one. Haley puts it towards the net. That kick save rolls to the corner. Aiden chasing, but using her stick instead of her feet. Centering pass, that's knocked down. Cleared to the blue line, but not out. Layla holds it in. Mia rolls it to the corner. Aiden down to receive it. Aiden tries to make a move around the defender, right into the skates again. Layla steps up. Puck gets around her. 2-on-1 coming back the other way. An errant pass as Grace is now chasing. Grace knocks that pass down nicely, but has it knocked off her stick. That's in the mesh. That should be a whistle. And it's not, so Durham recovers. More zone time for Durham. With a missed call from the ref. Now Aiden. She gets held up as she was racing for it. Tries to get it underneath the defender, but can't. Now Aiden chasing back. Knocked down by Miley, and that was offside. That one back clean for Caitlin. Caitlin looking cross ice for the breakout play, but off a body. Now up for Caro as she sweeps it in deep to the zone. She chases. Has her stick lifted. Dylan comes. Now Miley. And that's pulled off of her stick as Miley tried the drag move and hit a skate. Up off the boards, but no stars there to receive it. And Durham dumps it in again. It's off the linesman. Now Layla pins her player to the boards nicely. Miley comes to pull it out, rolls it around the boards. Caro in the corner. Gets it out into the neutral zone. As Durham controls, knocked down by Dylan has it in. Shot! That goes high, missing the far corner. I think she thought she was offside. I think she might have been too, but again, these linesmen have left a lot to be desired. Puck in front. Neela off the bench. Oh, can't handle it as it hops off of her stick. Comes back for Ava. She stands up, holds it in at the blue line, but the puck rolls off her shoulder and into the bench. And at least we have an offensive zone face-off. 9:55 remaining. Stars desperately looking for that tie-up goal. Becca. Gives it back, Neela. Centering pass, that one's blocked. As Chad's going to go off for a hooking call here down low in the offensive zone. These offensive zone penalties are going to kill us as well. I don't mind you hauling down somebody when you're in desperation in front of your own net, but 200 feet the other way, not so much. Sorry, it's Neela, not Chad. Once again, the Stars are shorthanded for 2 minutes or less. Melina had her stick lifted. Lauren takes a swipe at it. Puck rolls to the corner. Shot back behind the net. Durham down low, trying to circle towards the front. Stick lifted, shot. Kicks Ave Annabelle, rebound towards the front. And now Jad gets it down the length of the ice. Back out, overskates the forecheck. You got to come back. Just do the flyby. Durham across the blue line. They'll take it deep, hit the brakes, try to set up. Back up top to the blue line, long shot. That one's high and wide, bounces out the other side. Layla had it hop over her stick. Now Durham tries to set up. Layla off her stick, but gloved down by the Durham player behind the net. Now Durham coming up the top of that circle. They'll hit the brakes, loses her feet. Becca gets in there, flicks it up high. At least gets it out of the zone. And that's a glove pass. Have a face-off in the neutral zone with 1 minute remaining in the kill. On the draw, Mia scramble, it's in the feet. Haley reaching for it, doesn't get it. Puck goes down the length of the ice. Annabelle leaves it there for Layla. Layla backhands it, and now it's off of Haley's stick. Durham recovers. At the ringette line, up to the blue line. Cross to the near side blue line. Off of Mia's shin pads into the corner. Stars trying to keep him to the outside. Now down low, behind the goal line. Centering pass goes through everybody and out the other side. Quickly up to the near side boards. They hit the brakes, try to tuck it in. Ava pushes it to the corner. Back up to the blue line. Long shot, redirected in front. That tipped just wide. After the far side boards. Into the corner. Now they'll roll up top again. Blue line one time. That goes through everybody. Come on, Haley, get out there. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Shot. That one goes wide. Carroll reaching for it, able to chip it out in the neutral zone. And we'll get the rest of this line up here. As Durham tries to cut back the near side. Caitlin up for it. Pushes it up, looking for Dylan. Dylan across the blue line. Drag move, shot. That's off the tip of the glove and wide. That comes all the way out the other side to Lauren. Lauren, quick up, finds Dylan on the far side. Dylan juggled it a little one. Drag move, can't catch up to it. Lost it, now Miley has it. Miley overskates it, trying to find it in her feet. Miley rolls it to the corner for Dylan. Dylan centering pass for Caro, and her stick was lifted last second. Well, she almost had another good look. Puck comes back for Annabelle, who leaves it there for Lauren. Lauren behind the net. Lauren circles back behind the net again, trying to shake off her checker. Now she's got some room to skate. Lauren's going to take it up the far side. Gets it to the red line, fires it in. Miley chasing. Miley leaves it there for Dylan. Dylan back to Miley. Nice little touch play. Miley in front. Oh, for Neela, but the defender just caught a piece of it. Now Melina fires it in. Durham trying to come up the center here. Stolen by Dylan. Dylan goes cross ice for Becca. She peels off for a line change. Now Becca chasing. Durham goes D to D. Knocked down by Grace at the blue line. She'll dump it back in. Jad chasing behind the net. She gets there first. Tip to the side of the net. And the Durham goalie able to reach out and hold on. 6 minutes to go. Stars still down by 1. Yeah, it's true. Becca set for the draw. Puck goes to the front of the net. Durham picks it up. That's blocked. Now Jad down low. Puts it in the corner for Neela. Neela centering pass. That's interfered with by a white stick. Neela trying to backhand it. Her tied up. Second chance at trying a centering pass. These Durham sticks are in the way all over the ice. Now Grace trying to circle away from pressure. Finally gets it over to Layla. Layla up for Becca. Becca quick up to Jad. Jad over the blue line. Oh, look for Neela. Should have a shot there, but now Neela puts one through the blue paint. No sticks able to get on it. Becca up top for Lauren. Going across from Melina. Couldn't handle that one as she pokes it to the corner for Neela. Neela. Melina throws it back in deep. Jad takes a poke at it. And Durham puts it down the length of the ice. That's an icing call. With 5:01 remaining. Miley wins it cleanly. Back for Layla. Layla winds, fires. That's tipped in front by Caro, but Durham keeper able to get the paddle down. More pushy, shovey stuff in front of the net as the Durham crowd gets fired up. Face-off draw in the feet. Durham comes in for it. Miley able to battle it. Now Miley has it. Back for Grace. And Grace puts it right into the shin pads of the defender. We have to regroup. Miley back for Layla. Oh, Layla fan on that pass for Dylan, but Dylan gets back to it. Has her stick lifted. Now Durham's coming in. Durham taking it wide. Layla pushes her off the puck. Poked off. Now Grace has it again. Grace up for Caro. In her skates. Gets it at least to the neutral zone and out. Cross ice pass. Layla chasing. Backhands it. Miley knocks it down. Up for Caro. Caro along the boards. Miley in behind her, but knocked off their stick. Out to neutral zone for Lauren. Lauren back from Melina. Melina looking to come cross ice. She runs into a player. Now it's 1v1 with Lauren. Lauren makes the play. Almost got caught in a line change there as puck goes in the corner for Melina. Under 4 minutes to play. Melina cross ice for Becca. Becca tries a blind backhand pass. That's intercepted. Durham tucks it back in. Durham drags it down low. Lauren pins her against the boards. Now Jad comes out with the puck. Centering pass, that's off the mark. Durham dumps it back in. I'll be happy to just dump and chase and sit on that 1-goal lead as the Stars are struggling to get some offensive zone pressure here. Again, up the near side boards. Back to Layla. Layla up ice for Aiden. That puck goes all the way through. Jad chasing. Gets there, but puck gets in behind her. Aiden able to stop it. Puck to the corner. And that one comes down the length of the ice for Grace. Grace Off the boards for Aiden. Aiden has to go off the tip of her stick into the offensive zone. Nice play by the defender to put a move around her. Jad to Grace. Back to Layla. Back to Grace, but just out of her reach. Another blue line turnover. And Durham coming off the boards. Long shot. That's high over the net. Off the dashers. Now Haley blindly throws it cross ice. And there's Aiden. Steps up. Haley with a nice stick lift. Steals the puck. Leaves it there for Lauren. 2:25 remaining. Lauren skating out with it. Picks it up. With some speed across the blue line. Her shot right on. Blocker wide. Haley takes a crack at it. She puts it wide. Puck coming around. Dylan picks it off the boards. Leaves it back for Melina. Melina throws it back to the corner, but Dylan had left and the Durham player was right there to receive it. Dumped back in. These small mental errors. Costing some opportunities as the puck comes around for Dylan. Dylan goes cross ice for Haley. Haley has Miley streaking towards the net. Miley gets it, stops. Second shot, rebound, it's there. Oh, rolls behind the net. Now Layla comes up from the blue line for Grace. Grace, her long shot goes through right on. Layla again in the corner, stops it. Throws it down. Annabelle comes out of the net. Our net is empty now as Durham takes over. Dylan steps up to play it. Dylan gets it at the blue line. Drag move underneath. Dylan's in. Another move behind. Lays it for Layla. Oh, she tries to put it back to Dylan. Minute 25 left. Dylan in the corner gets it back up top for Layla. Layla across the blue line. Her long shot out. Traffic. Now Miley picks it up in the corner. Miley centering pass. That's off the goalie. Sticking wide. And that'll come out of the zone. Layla quickly across for Grace. Grace picks it up. Circles back. Up for Miley. Miley at the blue line. She leaves it there. Layla, long shot through traffic. Dylan tries to knock it down. Now Miley behind the net. Haley centering pass. That's off the stick. Bouncing in front. Haley again. Picks it up in the corner. Haley fighting. Gets it back for Layla. Layla winds, fires. Rebound. Oh, and the Durham goalie is able to reach out and control the rebound as Miley was sitting back door. 41 seconds remaining. Stars with an empty net, trying desperately to tie this one up as they trail by one. Timeout by the Stars. Stars net empty. 41 seconds remaining. Face off controlled by Durham. Dylan chasing. Puck rolls behind the net. Lauren steps up on the far side. Down for Haley. Aggressive Haley. Long shot. That's blocked. Thrown down the length of the ice, and that'll go wide of the net. Just barely, and that's an icing call. With 25 seconds remaining. I almost called that wide of the net a little early. Puck took a bit of a curve on the bounce. Face-off draw controlled by Durham. They fire it right into their bench. There's another 3.5 seconds roll off the clock. Getting down to the desperate bits is Becca. Will set up for the draw. She'll try to pull it to her strong side. And scramble draw. Dylan goes in looking for it. Again, cleared off the dashers down the length of the ice. Melina back for it. 14 seconds remaining. No icing call. Melina off the boards for Lauren. Lauren quick up for Miley. Miley backhands it for Becca. Becca across. Oh, come on! As Haley was streaking in the final seconds of the game. 3.8 seconds remaining. Face off outside. Barring a miracle, that'll do it. Miley's best chance is to flick this one straight at the net. Miley gets it for Becca. Becca, she's taken down in front. And no call as Becca cross-checked from behind on the shot. And Durham upsets your EO Stars. Thanks for joining along. That wraps up our Stars tournament for the weekend. Wow, that's a heartbreaker.